Welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be doing a review on my Frigidaire Gallery dishwasher. So the dishwasher that I have here is the Frigidaire Gallery. It's the GDPH4515AD model. So this dishwasher comes in two different color options. You can do the stainless steel or you can do the black stainless steel. And this one is the black stainless steel version. So this is the second Frigidaire dishwasher I've had. The first one I had was just the standard Frigidaire. It wasn't the gallery version. And I had that about 7 years. And what had happened was the digital board on the top had gone bad. And I had purchased that dishwasher about $350, $400 with tax about 7 years ago. So I weighed the options of looking at repairing that or just replacing it. So I went with the option of replacing because I've had that dishwasher for so long, it really didn't owe me anything at that point. So when I was looking to replace my previous dishwasher, I was really happy with Frigidaire, as well as I do have an Electrolux washer and dryer, which is the mother brand for Frigidaire. So I've had nothing but good experiences with that company. So I decided to get the gallery version because they had a promotion for it. The original price when I was looking was $787, and I was able to pick it up for about $540 plus tax. The other appliances in my kitchen are also black stainless steel, so that was definitely a factor of why I went with this one too, is because of the black stainless and the sales price I got it for. So this dishwasher, design-wise, is very similar to the previous one I had, where the front is very sleek here with just the front mount handle here. The biggest difference is on the top here. The previous version had a digital screen where you'll see your timer when it's completed and it's running, as well as your options up on the top, where this version is just your options up here. There's actually no screen on the gallery version. The gallery version is actually operated off a light that is projected on the floor on the bottom. So when you've selected and turned on the dishwasher, a blue light will beam on the floor, which I'll show you. And then when the dishwasher has completed its run cycle, the green light will produce up on the floor. So you'll know the dishwasher is done its cycle. So looking at the top control board here, like I had mentioned, my previous version had a digital panel here for it, where this one is just the touch panel here, and you'll get the light projected on the floor. So it comes with 5 different run cycles here: heavy, normal, quick, energy, and rinse only. So all these cycles, aside from the quick, run between 60 to 80 minutes, and the quick runs as low as 34 minutes. You've also got 3 options for time delay. So you can set up a time delay to have this run when you're not home, 2, 4, and 6 hours, depending what you need. You also have the wash temp setting, the sanitize, high, and normal. So I always run mine on normal, as well as your dry option, so air, heat, and max boost. So I normally run mine just on air. And there is an option down here towards the end for lock control. So if you do have young children, it's great actually to use this, because then if they do kind of pop the dishwasher open and start fiddling around here, they're not going to accidentally run this by hitting the start and closing the door. So this dishwasher runs off of standard pods. So I actually use the compressed powdered pods, where you can use the powdered gel pods with the plastic lining. The reason I kind of stay away from these styles is sometimes the plastic lining doesn't dissolve fully and it clogs up the dishwasher over time, as well as there is the Cascade rinse aid option. So beside the pod, you can actually add this in. So if you're washing something like a lot of wine glasses or water glasses for an event and you want them to be spotless, it's nice adding something like this in there with the pod as well. So let me show you how to actually insert the pod, and we'll set up the run cycle here. I'll show you where the rinse aid also gets applied, and then once the dishwasher is done its run and it's emptied, I'll show you the inside racks for it. So with the door open, you can see this is the location for our pod. So we'll drop that in. And then here off to the right is the rinse aid. So when we open this up, you can apply the rinse aid inside, and there's a little sight here so you can see how much you put in. We'll twist that closed because we're not using the rinse aid. But now that we have the pod in here, we'll shut the door and we'll go back to the controls up top. So now that we have our pod inserted, what I always do is I'll click my wash option. So we're set to normal. We've got our temp at normal, and it'll default to a heat dry. So I will swap mine over to air. Again, we're not looking to delay it, and I don't need to lock this at all. So if you're ready to go now, you'll click in. It'll solid the lights instead of blinking, and you close the dishwasher. Now the dishwasher will take a few seconds and then it will start up. So like I mentioned, because this version doesn't have a screen on the top running you on which cycle and time that's left, you'll see the blue LED projected on the floor letting you know the dishwasher is running. As well as this is a pretty quiet dishwasher I've found, and looking through these specs, it's running at about 52 decibels. So it's quiet, which is nice, and it is an Energy Star certified dishwasher, so it's a little bit better on the water and electricity usage. So we're going to let this run, and then when it's completed, we'll come back and I'll show you the rack system on the inside, the adjustments it has, and as well I'll show you the LED light change once the dishwasher has completed its cycle. So I just wanted to show, actually, this is about mid-cycle right now, and I wanted to show how loud this dishwasher is. So this is running with water actually being pushed into the dishwasher, and you can hear it is pretty quiet for a dishwasher. So now that the dishwasher has completed its run cycle, you can see the light on the bottom of the floor here is green, indicating it's done and ready to be unloaded. So this dishwasher has a pretty intuitive soil sensor inside, which is how it determines the length of time it needs to run for how dirty your dishes are. So the way the sensor works is it detects light through the water as it's spraying on the inside to determine the amount of debris that's inside of the water, and it adjusts the length of runtime depending how dirty it thinks your dishes are. So I had this filled up right to the max, and I ran for just over 2 hours for the full cycle on this. But if you're running something that's just more of a clean, a lot of glasses, maybe a couple bowls, you'll generally be on that lower side of the runtime. So for the inside racks on this dishwasher here, you've got your standard rollout here, and this one actually just glides on 2 built-in rails here on the door that align for the inside. Your silverware rack is also removable, and it does come with the additional upper rack, which is adjustable. So there's 2 levers here on each side, which you can push them in and move the rack up or down, depending on the height of the items you want to stick on the inside. So overall, for the first year that I've had this dishwasher, I gotta say I do like it. My previous experience with my other Frigidaire was also great, so that's why I felt so confident going with this model when I didn't find a lot of reviews online about it. I knew with this being the gallery option that this would be a little bit more of a higher end than my previous dishwasher, so I had high hopes for it, and I really don't have anything negative to say about it. So if you have any questions about this dishwasher or you want to see an install for it, you could check my other video or leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.